Welcome to Kipping Up with Wrestling!
And welcome to this episode 12 of Kipping Up with Wrestling, recorded on January 25th, 2018. Thank you for joining us. All the links are in our show notes, as always, and we're going to get started. Let's get the show in the ring, as we like to say.
Ding, ding, ding.
This week, it's a small crew after all. Just like last week, we had some stuff come up. We had actually our cable internet was just like not working at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we were not here, and Joey and Zach took care of it. But this week they had some life happen, so they're not here. But that's why
We're going by Freebird rules.
That's why we have like so
We're
many
representing.
people. Yeah,
Yep.
we can just keep it going. It's not a big deal. I think the audio is working and everything's fine. So
Yep. His levels look okay
levels
on my end.
like are happening, so
Yeah.
that's always good.
Keep an eye on these levels.
Yeah, that's you know the lingo. Looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, totally. It snuck up on me, kinda.
Yeah.
Like, I
Well,
know-
we've been busy. We
Yeah.
just did our finished our fantasy football league season.
Yep.
So that was kind of a big hurrah for us.
Mhm. Yep. And then this,
And-
I'm pumped.
Yeah, and now we're jumping right into the Rumble here and
Yep.
NXT Takeover too. My camera is being wonky. Sorry. There we go. I guess. And it was nice. It was a nice lead up to like a great big wrestling weekend because we had a massive week of wrestling starting
Mhm.
off with Monday. The Raw 25th anniversary happened, and
It sure did.
yeah, it happened. You know what? That's what we can say.
Mhm.
It happened.
It's done.
It did happen, as anniversaries tend to do.
It was weird.
It was so mixed bag, man. We're gonna cover a few of the highlights and lowlights and what we think of that.
Mhm.
I wanted to start off with Undertaker returns.
Kinda. We don't know.
Question mark?
We don't know. People I saw after that online there were people who saying, "Oh, he's done," and other people like he's in the Rumble. He's totally not done. And the more I think about it, and how JR and announced team, they would have made a bigger deal if it was him retiring. So I think
Yeah.
the plan is he's not done, and there are rumors that he had a surgery and it went really well and he feels great. So I don't think he's done. Like, I think he might be in the Rumble. If not, they're gonna, as soon as the Rumble's over and they start heading towards WrestleMania, we'll find out really quickly.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what it is. It was a vague
Didn't say anything.
thing, yeah, and you didn't know if he was just making a return, like kind of you didn't know if he was just there because for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
You know, like is he here for nostalgia or is he doing stuff? But
All he said is he beat people up on Raw.
he did.
That's all he said.
Yeah, he did do that. Another nostalgic moment that I actually kind of enjoyed was the Stone Cold beating up the McMahons.
Yes. That was cool.
Yeah, and Stephanie took off. She's not stupid. She was like, "I'm out of here, idiots!" As soon as he came out, I did like Vince ripping on the plaque thing as well. Like they got on the plaque for.
Yeah, there was another good line I really liked is after he stunnered Shane, and they were saying like one more. The crowd was chanting because
Yeah.
they wanted him to give Vince one,
Yeah,
and Vince said, "Oh, I don't think Shane can take another one."
yeah,
I thought was a good line.
that was good. Yeah, Vince he was on. That was great, Vince, right there.
Yeah, he looked a little choked up with the adoration from people, and then quickly, had to go heel because you had to get Stone Cold out, so we had to get the
Yeah.
crowd to hate him, and he did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the bit about crowdfunding for the plaque and them kind of admitting, well, not a lot of people donated, so
yeah.
this is it.
So that's what you get.
That segment was good. That was kind of exactly what you would hope they would have done with. I would have liked to hear Stone Cold talk, but I think what he did was really good.
That was good. And
Mhm.
yeah. And that was at Barclay.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So it was split up.
And a lot of it was split up, and
Not a lot of it.
well, okay, yeah, that's true. The other venue is how do you say it? Hammerstein?
Hammerstein Ballroom.
Okay. Hammerstein Ballroom, and that was where they originally started Raw. And it was decorated, made to look like it did then.
They even had the ICO Pro banners because those were in the first one.
If oh, go ahead.
It was like a supplemental workout thing that was always on the wall there in the first Raws.
If I was able to get tickets to the 25th anniversary of Raw, I would have wanted the Hammerstein tickets.
Oh, do you think you would have been bummed?
I would have there, I wouldn't have been alone in being bummed though, because the chance for a refund and what else was there? I mean,
there was a lot. I don't know.
People were furious because it was not, they didn't, oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. So the initial plan was to have Raw at 2 locations, which was kind of like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah. They've done it for a WrestleMania in the past. But
really?
Yeah,
okay.
One of the early ones.
And well, this didn't go well because the Hammerstein, like, they didn't have much planned there, and there were large chunks of time where they had nothing going on there, and people were not happy. So
yeah, and afterwards, there was kind of once it kind of came out, the stuff that happened, like the cruiserweight stuff, sounded really rushed and filler. There was some stuff like Ric Flair coming out, and Miz came out and cut promos. So like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but still, like, people paid like $800 to get in there, and I know that's secondary market. That's secondary market, and that's not really WWE's fault, but I would have thought there would have been way more on TV there.
That's crazy to spend that much and then get that. I would have been furious. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did get the Balor Club and the D-Generation X come out.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that there was a huge nostalgic moment. There was a salute to the new crew, and they did their 2 sweets. There was some recognition of China, which I thought was overdue.
Yeah, he directly
said her name. Yeah,
a couple times. Yeah, which they have, but
yeah. Well, yeah, but to say her name at the 25th anniversary, I think is a big deal.
it was a good move.
Yeah, it's classy move. And then they came out and stomped on the Revival, which some people aren't happy about, but I kind of think like the 25th anniversary of Raw is a give the people what they want type of show.
Yeah, I'm not upset. I'm a big Revival fan, but I'm not upset. They hopefully, now they're back and healthy and this is over.
Yeah.
They as long as they get pushed going forward, they should be contenders they should be in the title picture at some point here. I'm okay with it as long as it's not a thing that keeps going.
No, I think it was totally a show out of time, out of the storyline type of deal.
Yeah, it's fan fiction almost.
Yeah, and occasionally the good guys can win. I mean, my God, don't we have enough where
heels win a ton in WWE?
Like always, like maybe you lose, sorry, and you can still move the storyline forward. It'll be okay, I swear.
Yeah, yep, I agree.
Another one that happened to Hammerstein was the much anticipated Bray Wyatt Matt Hardy match, and it was awful. It
was really bad, and
I don't even mean because Matt Hardy lost. I mean the match. It
was nothing.
Yeah,
and I think where they're going, because by accounts they have the rights to Broken.
Yeah,
and the way Matt Hardy's tweeting, he's tweeting Broken stuff. I don't. If that's how you're doing it, and he got woken, and now he's going to get broken immediately. I just don't like the way it's being done.
But can't you still wrestle well?
Yes.
Like that was not a good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like if this is what breaks him. It was a poor way to do it because the match sucked. It
seemed like
there weren't any stakes to it. There weren't really any meaning to it. Even after when he got woken and he lost that match and he started to freak out in the ring, that was something.
Mm-hmm.
He started doing the delete in the corner, and like you saw it happening. Like this isn't that.
Yeah. It was so weird.
It's a bummer. I hope they're not, because they had done a good job right out of the gate, and it's kind of gotten like they're just doing the same thing over and over with him. I hope they have another twist or development in the character to keep it going.
Totes my goats. One thing too, it was a night of weird matches. You had the women's match with Absolution, Nia and Alicia Fox versus Sasha, Mickie James, Asuka, and Bayley. But on that side, only Sasha and Asuka got in the ring. They won.
The thing went across 3 segments.
Yeah, there were like multiple commercial breaks, and I only saw Sasha and Asuka in the ring on the one team. I'm like, did the other girls get in the ring? Like,
I don't think they did.
I don't, unless it was a different
Asuka,
commercial.
Yeah, that was weird, and it was a real weird because it happened right after Vince and Stone Cold, and it kind of killed the momentum.
Yeah,
it was weird, and Asuka turned on everybody, and
yeah,
which makes me think Asuka's not winning the Rumble. They're all going to gang up on her and throw her out.
Maybe, yeah. I did like that The Miz defeated Roman Reigns for Intercontinental Champ. I like The Miz as Intercontinental Champ. So,
and pretty cleanly.
Yeah. Well, that's
about
awesome.
as clean as a heel will win. Like
yeah,
that.
and I'm glad, and I think it's good for Miz.
Mm-hmm.
And
he needs the belt more than Roman does.
Yeah, and Roman doesn't care. Roman doesn't want that belt. So
no, he's going to win the XFL championship in a couple years.
Maybe.
Grand Slam.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Did you enjoy the Peep Show with Christian?
It was okay. I was kind of bummed just how quickly Christian was out of it.
Yeah, he was just there to introduce.
Yeah, I really like Christian.
Yeah, I do too.
I did enjoy just how much Jason Jordan got booed, and I like what they're doing with him now because they obviously know he's a heel.
With him and Seth,
but he's acting as a baby face, and watching Seth. This is maybe the most I've liked Seth as a face since he turned face. Just seeing him awkward, like, oh god, man.
Like,
I like it.
How you do it? Like,
and
let me help you.
Jason Jordan is now over the right way, like where they were awkwardly pushing him. Now that they're embracing this, he's a weenie. He's effectively a heel.
That's how Kurt Angle was. Like, people hated him.
Yeah,
he was a squeaky clean boy. Yeah.
Yep. I like it, and I still think it ends with it being revealed that he tricked Kurt and he's not really his son. But I like where they're going with it right now.
Yeah,
it's not cringy like it was before.
Yeah.
And then they trotted out some of the ladies.
Yeah, they honored some ladies of the past. The Bella twins were there. Maurice was there, Kelly, Lillian Garcia, Jacqueline, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Terry Reynolds,
pregnant Maria
Kanellis, and Trish Stratus.
How come Maria didn't take a bump?
Yeah, the pregnant lady. She had a bump. She had a big bump.
Yeah, she did. She's really pregnant.
Yeah, she's super pregnant. She has to be about to pop, I think.
Yeah, Trish got a big pop.
Oh God, yeah, it's Trish Stratus. I was surprised Lita wasn't there, but
yeah.
But wasn't disappointed in the showing. It's good.
No, I mean it was. At one hand, I was like, I wish they had done more, but then I almost like this better than awkwardly getting a bunch of them around a poker table.
I like the poker table.
I did like the poker table. It just after a while, like I saw some people on there that I'm like, man, I want them to actually talk.
Yeah, well,
and they were just kind of there. But what I will say, my favorite part of the poker table was Dana Brooke like fucking counting cards. So ridiculous.
Yeah,
I really like her gimmick now.
Yeah,
like she's strategizing, and I just want it to be revealed like she's just drawing kittens or something.
She's just totally sitting there drawing little happy faces and flowers and shit.
Yeah. Or you go the other way, and she's like the chicken in Looney Tunes who's doing like physics and stuff with Foghorn Leghorn. Like we're gonna win this way. But yeah, no, I when she was like looking and counting cards, I'm like, oh my god, that is so under the radar, but kind of brilliant. I really like it.
the APA door. I forgot about
Mhm.
I forgot about the office door. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
And you didn't see it, but in the pre-show, those two were like getting ready and they were talking. It might have been Charlie, I don't remember. But they're like, "Oh, we can't find the keys." And they were gonna go look for the keys, and they were like, "Don't let anybody in there," which was I thought it was a good gimmick.
That is a good gimmick. I like the APA card game. The part they started to cut back to it, and there was like more and more people there,
Yeah.
and it built up to a match. But what I was thinking was like, especially because at this point you had a long segment where nothing was happening at the other arena. And it was
Mhm.
like, I would be so mad watching, like, who are they sending here? Everyone's there.
That's part of why after a while I'm like, oh, they should be doing more with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews came out against Heath Slater and Rhino, and that was actually a good match, I thought. It
Yeah,
was fun for,
Yeah.
you know, it had a fun little build up, and then the whole thing's just done right there, and I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will admit I got sleepy, and I told you to wake me up during the Brock Braun Kane match. I said, wake me up when Braun starts killing everybody.
I did.
You did.
But that was the biggest anticlimactic. Like after all that 25th anniversary, it was pretty
Yeah.
much the same thing that's been
Yeah.
happening. We just really quickly, I did like the Elias Jericho and then Elias John Cena bit.
Yeah, I did. I like that a lot. That was really good. I like Elias a lot, so
I do
that was
too.
fun.
Like he's really growing on me. The crowd was really into
Mhm.
stuff in the WWE. We walked with Elias and stuff. That was good.
Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We should move on to some SmackDown though.
Yep.
I don't know why I said it sad, but I'm sad, I guess.
Well, SmackDown was a decent show.
I missed like half of it because I'm in class for half of that. So I get
we
home.
had our friend who doesn't watch wrestling spending the night.
Oh yeah, you have to
he
tell me
watched
what
it.
he thought.
I don't know. I mean, he ended up
He didn't
watching
say
it all.
anything about
No,
it?
not
Oh,
really.
okay.
But he was following stuff on Twitter the next day.
Oh, that's
like asking
true.
me stuff.
About Jenny Gargano and stuff.
Yeah.
That was funny. So see, so yeah, it was like the next day, and we're talking about NXT on Twitter, and he's like, "Wait, we just watched wrestling yesterday. Isn't this like once a week?" We're like,
Yeah.
"No,
Yeah.
that's every day. Sometimes twice a day, like with Ring of Honor and."
Yeah. It's like, oh, you have no idea, Steve.
Yeah, this is the whole world, man.
Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole.
You can get in deep.
So SmackDown. I missed this, but Sammy pinned.
This is a main event. Yeah.
Oh, that's at the beginning. Okay, you have it. I have it
I'm
in there
sorry. I
twice.
messed up. I'm
So
sorry.
I didn't know if like there was something in the beginning that I missed.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't mess up. I just didn't understand. I didn't know what happened in the beginning. So I'm like, was that double timed? That's weird.
Mhm.
Okay. And you'll have to explain to me for the end one. Why did AJ Styles have two matches? Because I didn't see the setup to that.
Right,
in a
and
row.
I was talking to my friend while watching it, so I missed a little bit of it. But it kind of went back to how he had bragged, I could beat both of them.
Yeah.
And there was some argument between Shane and Daniel again about how things were run. So it was, I don't remember the exact setup, but it was set up that he would wrestle Kevin Owens and then he would wrestle Sami Zayn.
But aren't we doing kind of something like that for the pay-per-view?
For the pay-per-view, it'll be him against them
Both
at the
of them
same
as
time,
a
but
tag
they'll
team,
be
right?
tagging in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was just a build up for that.
All right, that's fine. I like that. I thought I did see the AJ versus Sami Zayn match, and that was really good. And
It was.
I like
Had
the
Had a good ending.
yeah, Sammy. Man.
And I'll say it right here, like he hit him with the Luva kick, and then he hit him with the Blue Thunder Bomb for the finish. And
Yeah.
us and our kind of friends who watch wrestling, we've always said like that should be his finisher. I like the Haluva kick, but the Blue Thunder Bomb looks so smooth,
Yeah.
and I've never seen him pin anybody with it. So I'm hoping this is starting like the Haluva kick could be the setup, but I hope the Blue Thunder Bomb's his finisher because it's such a good looking move.
I agree. That's my contribution.
Mm-hmm.
I did see the Shinsuke versus Baron Corbin match.
Yeah, I don't really even remember. I don't remember that.
About it.
I remember it happening, but I don't like who won that.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know. I was
Okay.
not interested.
It was probably a DQ. I've seen. Yeah,
I don't know.
I have a hard time with Baron. I want to like him, but it's just he's very boring in the ring.
Boring Corbin.
Boring, bouncing, bumbling
Barely
Corbin.
Banana belly Corbin.
Banana Borbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did watch the New Day Bobby Roode mix up with Jinder, Rusev, and Aiden English, which I loved. I love all those people, so except for Jinder.
Yep.
So and I loved like New Day was like singing "Glorious" as Bobby Roode came down, and that was
Shannon.
Yeah.
Happy Rusev Day.
Oh, happy Rusev Day.
Oh,
You
thanks.
remembered.
I remembered.
That's so sweet.
Mhm.
Awesome. Let's get into
Romance is alive.
getting into some 205 Live.
Oh, real quick, I did like the
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Jey Uso Chad Gable match. Chad Gable
yeah.
had a sweet suplex into a pin, which makes me think they're not winning the titles. But I like my McGable Cuddies, and he picked up a
You do
win.
love your McGable Cuddies.
Yep.
Let's see here.
205 Live.
205 Live.
D-Bry.
You talk about it.
I haven't. I watched some clips.
Yeah.
I do want to watch the whole show because Daniel Bryan. I did watch the clip where he announced they were going to announce a 205 Live GM. I believe next week. I could be wrong. And he said that the titles vacated, and then Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali.
They said the titles. What the?
They said that Enzo has. I can't remember what the word was. Like abdicated the title.
They didn't say anything.
No, and I don't blame him.
Okay, I didn't know how they would.
Yeah, they stripped him of the title.
It didn't say anything about it. Okay.
And then Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali. I haven't watched it yet. They had a match, and supposedly I got a "This is awesome" chant, which is rare for 205 Live.
Yeah.
And I loved watching those two
getting
wrestle.
that a little more, but yeah.
Those two have had a couple matches over the last, maybe 4 months or so, and those have been really good. So I am looking forward to watching that.
Cool. Just in case people are wondering, like, what happened with Enzo Amore, he's been released after being accused of. There's allegations ranging from sexual harassment to actual rape.
Yeah.
And then when I found out more, the girl's claiming he raped her back in October, and he's been cooperating with the police, and the best friend of the girl made this YouTube video and posted like her texts to him, and it's a dramatic mess, but her best friend is saying she's lying, and it's go search it on. It's on Twitter, it's on YouTube. It's like a big dramatic mess, but it sounds to me like a lot of people made some bad choices then.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not funny, but
no, and it seems like what really did him in with WWE is he didn't give anybody a heads up. And my rumor is when they asked him about it at Raw, when the news kind of broke, he denied it. He pretended not to know about it. Which sounds like what made them fire him before the investigation was done.
They don't like being surprised with stuff.
No, and I could imagine, especially Monday was a big media day. They didn't want to deal with that type of stuff.
Yeah. Especially because if they don't have the information, they can't get out in front of it or deal with it or have anything prepared for it.
Yeah. It sounds like the investigation is kind of stalled right now while they're waiting for DNA results. So
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, I don't think he'll ever be back in WWE, but
yeah. But the DNA results is kind of, according to the text, like it's more. It seems more about whether or not it's consensual.
Consent. Yeah,
because that's the issue.
Doesn't mean he raped her.
Right.
And
I wasn't there. I don't know what. It's just really weird.
Yeah, I have no idea what to believe.
All this information came out, especially when the guy was posting like pictures of her texting him from in bed with him the next morning. Weird. It's totally bizarre.
It's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, it's not classy, folks.
No,
it's not classy. You know what is classy? NXT was pretty classy this week.
It was a good week.
Oh my gosh. Johnny Gargano versus Velveteen Dream was great.
It's a great match. Velveteen Dream is the real deal.
That
like
match
in the ring, he's good.
Was better than the Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy match. You
No.
know what I mean? Like,
Not
it was a
even.
great match.
Not even close.
Yeah. I mean, so good. So good. If
Mhm.
you haven't seen NXT, if you're like not sure, you want to get into it, watch that match. It was a really good match.
You should be watching NXT.
You should be watching NXT.
It's
Actually,
an hour. It's a quick watch. The storylines are really well
Oops.
done.
yeah.
And I am pumped for Takeover.
Yeah, Takeover Velveteen Dream versus
Cassius Ohno was announced, I
Yeah.
believe, online.
Oh, okay.
That card is kind of light, so they needed another match or
Gotcha,
so.
gotcha. Because
So yeah,
Johnny Gargano's versus
Andrade.
yes, Cien something.
Cien Almas.
Yes, yeah. I'm not gonna get that right. Cause...
Those two have had some great freaking matches, so this should be good. Yeah.
Good. I did watch Total Divas, and I did not take notes. Oh, except for it was total BS. Oh, you haven't seen it.
You were annoyed when I came home last night.
You haven't seen it.
No.
So in the story, in the reality show, so Brian, which is Daniel, he got diagnosed with vertigo, so he couldn't fly to Washington to their new home. So they were gonna go in an RV, and Bree thought that'll be a nice road trip, a little family thing. You know, they have the dogs there and everything, the baby, they can move around, and but he can't drive because of his vertigo, and she didn't want to drive because she has to stop and feed Birdie every 2 hours. So it would really slow him down if she had to pull over, find a place to pull over every 2 hours and feed the baby and then do that. So Natalie comes up with her family friends who will totally drive them. And yeah, so they pack up their summer home and they get in this RV, and Bree just hates it from the get-go. She's like calling them weird and goofy. And I thought that was really I thought that was pretty rude because they seem like nice people. And then, I don't know. It seemed a little judgy.
It sounded, from what you had described to me last night, it sounded like a really bad. Obviously, it sounded something that was really fake.
Yeah, but it put Bree and
light.
Brian in a really bad light, I thought.
Yeah.
The one lady started getting dizzy as they were going through the mountains, and so she's like, "Well, I need to lay down." So she didn't even get on the furniture. She laid down on the floor of the RV in a corner, and she's like, "Oh, well, why do you need to be there while we're in mountains?" And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm gonna get sick," and she's like, "Well, we're in mountains the whole way, so I guess you're there for the whole trip." And I was like, "She's sick!" Like, oh my gosh, you're so mean.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this episode.
Oh, Brie came out really bad in that, and then halfway
she usually comes off really well.
She usually does, and then like they still had like a ways to go, and then Brie just pretty much had them pull over, and they got off at an airport and flew the rest of the way. And I guess these women had to drive the RV back or whatever the story is. I'm sure in actuality they were driving around a parking lot while they filmed.
Yeah, that wouldn't be something you would take this trip with people you don't know and film it for a show, like if it wasn't planned and scripted out.
Yeah, and they're like, "I can't keep doing this to Birdie. She's miserable," and the baby's like. Like, the baby didn't care. The baby looks fine. She did have an explosive baby poo incident.
Right, but that happens with babies.
Happens with babies, yep.
And babies don't care who's around, really.
No,
like, they're babies.
Like, she can't nap here. It's like, yes, she can. Babies nap in the car constantly. Like, babies do not have trouble sleeping in their car seats, ever.
Yep.
But anyway, whatever. That was like the one thing where I was just like, Brie, I'm so disappointed in you. But anyway. One thing for Ring of Honor, we got tickets for a Ring of Honor New Japan show that's coming locally. So when is that?
Fuck yeah. I can't remember. Like May?
May? I think it's May.
I think so.
When in May?
Let me look up here.
Oh man, May is busy.
Well, we gotta go. It's a Saturday. I know that.
Oh, I hope it's not.
We checked the calendar.
It's not Motor City Comic Con, I don't think.
I think it's like the week before.
Okay, so it's like the day before Mother's Day.
I believe so.
I think so then. Okay.
I have it right here. It is May 12th.
Yeah, I think that's the day
Yeah.
before Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's a
But
nice
that's
Mother's
cool
Day to
because-
me.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is. NXT is like coming the week after or something like that, and I might buy tickets for NXT still, but I had to kind of make the choice.
Are there tickets available?
Yes, there are.
I will go buy them tomorrow.
Yeah,
I can do that.
well, we looked yesterday, or Zach looked yesterday.
Okay, I kind of thought they would be gone, so I'm excited. I'll buy
Yeah.
them. I'll buy them tomorrow. All right, cool.
Which it would be cool to go,
When's
but
that?
I'd have to. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it might
I'll look
be
at it.
it might be Comic-Con. I don't know.
Oh, I already paid. I already got the hotel for that. Okay,
Well, no,
we'll work on it.
We're going to
on it.
Comic-Con,
Yeah.
but yeah, I kind of wanted to like New Japan's part of that thing. Who knows? Will they'll ever be back in Michigan again?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pumped.
Just I don't know if they covered it last week or not, but Impact Wrestling has a Twitch channel. Did we cover it? Or maybe we
I
covered it.
want to say we covered it a week
I
before when
think
they
we
announced
did,
it.
but
That
they've-
thing's live.
It's going. They're playing. It's kind of like they're doing a rewind. They started from episode 1, pretty much their first pay-per-view, and they're kind of just going with it. So if you ever wanted to catch up on some Impact Wrestling, see some old classy AJ style stuff.
Samoa Joe. stuff like-
Yeah. Kevin Owens there?
No, I don't think
Where
he
was
was
he?
ever in. You could see Okada,
Okay.
maybe.
What was Kevin Owens before?
Ring of Honor.
Okay. Okay. That was before I was in watching Ring of Honor, so
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with that history. Let's see. Oh, this week in rumors, John Cena is in talks to star in a Duke Nukem movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of my
I mean, he looks the part. I don't think a Duke Nukem movie can be good.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he's personified that character.
I got that lantern.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of Duke Nukem back in the 90s.
Mhm.
Hasn't aged well, regardless. And like that Duke Nukem Forever was god awful 5-6 years ago.
Oh yeah, people were so excited, and then it was like, wah, wah.
I just don't know I don't know if Duke Nukem can be a good movie.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
he's in talks, so
Yeah. So there's
See.
that. And today, Vince.
did something happen today?
Something happened today. Vince McMahon announced that he is restarting the XFL. What? Yeah. In
It's been
20
rumored for a while.
It has for like a month, and then like it's coming out in 2020. Is the plan.
So they have time to get it right.
Yeah, but actually, the first XFL, it was actually what's it called? Created in 1999 and then debuted in 2001.
Yeah, it
So,
takes
I
a
mean,
while.
they-
It takes a while to do stuff.
They did take the time then too.
He hinted that they rushed it last time.
But it's the same amount of time.
I know.
Same.
I mean, I think regardless, it takes a amount of time to get contracts in place.
Yeah, and
stadium
you can't.
set up.
Yeah, and you'd have to
It's-
announce it to get players and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm excited. Like I don't even care. Like I'm not like. I'm going into this with no expectations.
No, kind of just to be
I just
entertained to see how it
want to
goes.
watch how it goes. Yeah, and it's kind of how I was the last time too. So
I think it'll be
Um,
it's definitely going to be a different kind of train wreck. If it is a train wreck, because it's not the Attitude Era.
I want to do a podcast,
Yep.
and I want to do a
Fantasy League.
fantasy football league.
I don't know how many takers we're going to get in the league, but we can do a small one.
Yeah, and we can do the podcast and see how that goes. So.
Yeah. It'll be it's going to be a long wait, but yeah, it's going to be fun to
Cover
speculate
some
about
history. Cover speculations. So.
it. When they went in the locker room.
Oh yeah, this is not that show. That's fine. Yeah.
When the guy dislocated his shoulder first play of the first game.
Sorry. See, you're already on board with this whole
Yeah.
podcast idea. If you want to listen to our podcast, you can follow us on everything already. Got it locked down. Just go over to xflcast.com. We've got Twitter, Facebook page, all that jazz already.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram. I'm on it, man.
Mhm.
We've even got our first guest. There's a podcast, and he saw our account like as I was creating it, and he's like, "We'd be your first guest," and then he's like retweeting us and stuff, and it's kind of interesting. Like it's funny how like that support gets started like really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, that's a lot of XFL for wrestling, but it kind of goes. I mean,
it's going to be a completely separate entity.
It will be.
He was very clear. There's not going to be any crossover. Like JR was a play-by-play and stuff in the first run. Like he's not doing any of that. Vince
no crossover.
Funded this completely on his own. It's a different company called Alpha Entertainment. People asked him repeatedly on the conference call what the crossover was going to be, and he's like, "There's absolutely zero." So it's interesting.
Corrections from previous episodes. Just wanted to state here that Mitch is not an idiot. So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was our correction. That was on our notes for corrections. And,
check that off.
Yeah, done. I'm gonna call it a show. What do you think?
I think it's good. Covered a lot, and next week we will have all the recaps and stuff, opinions on Takeover and Rumble.
Yeah, I don't even know who to predict. Like I was gonna do predictions, but there's only the two of us, and I have a hole in my shirt.
It's so wide open this year.
It is.
There's talk of Ronda Rousey entering the Rumble,
but then she said she's not.
Right, but she would.
Anyway.
The Hardys denied being at WrestleMania.
True.
This year. The last year. We, as a quick aside, we did our draft for our new WWE Fantasy League yesterday, and our friend Aaron, who will be on the podcast, went wild card and picked Ronda as his woman roster spot
already,
banking that she's going to show up at the Rumble and win it.
I would be mad if she does. I do not.
I said that too. He's like, I want a wrestler to win it, and he's like, it'll be fun. He's going to be watching the Rumble at our house, and I am looking forward to just watching him sweat.
Yeah.
If it's like they get to the last 5 and she's not out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, because he'll be like, she'll be last. She'll be last.
That's what he said. That's what he told me yesterday. He's like, she's gonna be last.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, when 30 hits, you are gonna be on the edge of your seat.
But you know, Aaron has the most amazing luck.
Yeah. So it'll probably happen.
It could happen.
All
right.
So we'll see.
That's it for this week. Thanks again for listening to Keeping Up with Wrestling. Be sure to check us out on our website at kippingupwithwrestling.com. We are all over the internet, so whatever social media you use, check us out there and follow us and be a part of things. And we have a Discord. Go to our website, you can click on it, chat with us all day about wrestling. It's pretty cool. I think that's about it. Email us with corrections, feedback, interview opportunities. Contact at kippingupwithwrestling.com.
Thank you for listening to Kipping Up with Wrestling. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on YouTube,